What's up, guys? J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Shopmakers Pro Shop in Toledo, Ohio. Where today you just saw a video, maybe you didn't just see it, I don't know when I posted it, but we took some of those pin down layouts and threw them on the lane that after the urethane went down the lane. So we saw a little bit of a different type of ball reaction than what we normally see on a fresh. So now we're going to take the pin up balls that we drilled and we're going to look at them after the urethane and after those 4 balls went down the lane. Now we see a little bit of transition. How are the pin up balls going to react? We're going to take a look at it out here in a minute, so stay tuned. All right, so we're going to look at the trend, the Parallax, the pin-up afterburner, and the volatility torque. And we're going to see how they react compared to these other pin-down bowling balls. Now, this is where you might start to see a little bit more of a difference in where the layouts and stuff take place, because now the transition is there. The pin-down layout will start to smooth out the transition, and the pin-up layouts are going to be a little bit more responsive. So I wouldn't be surprised if when I start in this 13-14 range that just about all of these bowling balls overreact and don't get to the pocket like 3 of the other 4 did. It tried to get there, but you could see, again, still just a little bit too responsive there. So if I switch now, throw the Parallax, see if the Parallax will hold its line there. Maybe. We'll see, let's find out. Yeah, that one tried to. That one was a little bit better. It didn't get as far right as what the trend did, but that one laid off in that spot because it's already, like we knew in the review, we already knew that ball was fairly smooth compared to the rest of them. For a shiny ball, it's a rather smooth bowling ball. So the Parallax looks good there still. Now, a ball I know is going to overreact from there. Volatility torque. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's way left. See, I misleft into the oil, and it still didn't sit there. Had no chance. But that ball, that's just crazy strong. That ball is ridiculously strong compared to all the other bowling balls on the rack. So this one might have a chance. The Afterburner might have a chance. Lower diff. See if it gets there. Yeah, so that one's just super clean. So that's going to be a good play. So that one is like a step, super weak step from, the pin down stuff. So the last one, actually that was the last one. So now let's start going, we'll make that jump left like we did with the other ones. Let's see if any of these will strike in the middle of the lane or if they're going to be lazy. So this is that Afterburner. See, and that's the difference. The pin down stuff didn't jerk like that. This one really tried to come off the dry really hard. So let's see if any of them get to that spot and actually strike. That was the weaker of the bunch. So that was the Afterburner. Now let's go to the trend. See if the trend will lay off in that spot. It's left. But that one actually sat there and did a good job. A little bit left of where the Afterburner went, but that's okay. So not as, a little bit higher diff, A little bit more flare, maybe used up a pinch of energy in the middle to blend out that middle again, but let's try it again. I'm gonna make sure I get this one to the right like the Afterburner was. Yeah, see again, so that one got to the right like the Afterburner, but you could see it use up just a little bit of energy. You could see it read just a little sooner, whereas the Afterburner basically didn't read until it got to the end of the pattern, and it just, somebody kicked it left. So that's the difference between a stronger cover and core versus the weaker cover and core. So now we'll go to the Parallax, which if everything I know about this ball is true, this one should get there, but it might flat tap. Missed way right. Missed way right, so it made it overreact and got back through the pins, but that was, hey, that was a good reaction still. That was still a really good ball reaction. You know what this kind of reminds me of now that I'm really thinking about it? This reminds me of anybody that follows me or has followed me for a while knew how much I like that Statement Pearl, that green silverish ball. It was a real lopey, shiny ball that let me go around the lane but didn't overreact. That's kind of what this reminds me of. So I'm going to try this again, see if I can throw a little bit better shot. Not as far to the right. It's better. Yeah, so that just picks up the middle of the lane perfect. I don't know, as much as I keep saying this ball's lazy and all that, Keith and I were talking, he's like, well, you mean that ball that kept striking? I'm like, yeah, it just looks so lazy. It looks bad, but it strikes forever. So that's kind of crazy to me. So that's going to be probably a ball I use more than I think. All right, so last few shots, let's go to the volatility torque. I don't expect this one to be able to hold its line. It's just so strong. I don't expect this one to hit the pocket. Yeah, just so strong. That's going to force me to go left. So it's going to be that higher volume pin-up ball. Or when I start to see over-under in the middle of the lane, I can start to shut my angles down and know that this cover and core is going to be a little bit stronger, or going to be strong enough to get through the pins. So from there, last shot, I'm going to go 3 and 2 left. Get it into the oil and just watch this thing pick up. I got a little bit grabby with that, but it still did exactly what I was talking about. Still picked up, went through the pins. All right, there you go. So you see the difference between the pin up versus the pin down on a little bit of transition after urethane. You can definitely see how much stronger down lane a lot of the pin up stuff was. Parallax was a surpriser. I was really shocked at how well that ball read the middle of the lane and still went through the pins down lane. No surprise in the Afterburner. You know it's a clean, super clean bowling ball, low diff. It's going to kick down lane. Trend, another one that looked really good, read the middle of the lane, blended it just well enough to go through the pins. So and then obviously you know what you get out of that volatility torque. Super strong mid lane and down lane motion. Forces you to kind of shut your angles down on some volume. But if you're looking for something like that, that's definitely the ball to go to. Like, you know what the volatility gave you. This is the same thing, just a little bit cleaner, a little bit stronger down lane. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment and like below. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you.